Well, hi, I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. We have a special episode coming up today. I tend to pay attention to algorithms quite a bit because everything that I do is online. A lot of it's on social media, and those algorithms are really important. But what do they mean to you, and what do they mean for doing business in the area that we call home? We're going to talk about that and talk about something that's even more important than the algorithm. So that is today's episode of Morning Coffee. Navigating the healthcare system, challenging, frustrating, time-consuming for you and your family. That's where My Nurse Healthcare in Council Bluffs steps in with nurse advocates, providing one-on-one guidance and support every step of the way. With a dedicated nurse by your side, you'll get the right care from the right provider at the right time. Visit mynursehealthcare.com. You know, we are inside of the Park Building in downtown Council Bluffs. You can see some of the work that we've been doing here. The studio is starting to look a little different. Got some more acoustic treatment up on the wall behind me. And I am not the only one that is working on rooms here in the Park Building. Renovation continues. However, there are spaces available to lease right now. 2-year renovation has been going on, and this true downtown Council Bluffs landmark is open once again. It's the Park Building, fully refreshed with new finishes, updated HVAC, and modern amenities, all while keeping the historic charm that makes this building special. You can get an office here for as low as $450 a month, and you could even get a full floor suite at $15 per square foot. Tenants will enjoy a shared conference space on the third floor and also a great location that puts you in the heart of Council Bluffs. The Park Building, open and ready for your business. You know, the Service Master Restore by Schmader knows it can be hard to get back to normal when you've suffered serious property damage due to flooding, fire, or smoke, which can often lead to mold. Service Master Restore by Schmader can handle mold remediation along with a lot of other things. You want this number in your phone, 402-339-9911. That's going to get you in touch with Cindy Schmader, and she can help bring your property back to normal after catastrophe strikes. Again, 402-339-9911. All right. You know, we hear about algorithms all the time. They decide what we see, what gets promoted, what shows up first, and then what disappears. And at a national level, you know, algorithms do matter a lot. But here at the local level, where we are at in Council Bluffs and in Southwest Iowa, you know, they still lose because relationships beat algorithms every time. And here's why. Algorithms are built to recognize patterns. Relationships are built on trust. And trust is what actually moves things in a community. I know that's how I have been able to grow a business. An algorithm can show you an ad for a business. A relationship makes you walk through that door. An algorithm can bring a headline up on your page, but a relationship will provide context. An algorithm can amplify noise, but a relationship filters what actually matters. That difference is especially important here in Council Bluffs. Locally, decisions are not made by clicks. They're made by conversations. Most things that get done here do not start with a post. They start with a phone call or a cup of coffee or a chance conversation that turns into something real. That is not accidental. It's how communities have always functioned. Relationships create accountability. And if you recommend someone locally, your name is attached to that recommendation. If you exaggerate, people remember. If you follow through, people remember that too. Algorithms do not care about follow through. They care about engagement. At the local level, engagement without accountability does not last very long. Relationships also create resilience. When something goes wrong, people do not look for the most shared answer. They look for the right person who can fix this, who knows someone who's been through this before. That is relationship-driven problem solving. Algorithms cannot replace that. Another reason relationships win locally is because nuance matters. Communities are complex. Situations are layered. History matters. Algorithms just flatten all of that. They reward the strongest reaction, not the most accurate explanation. But in local conversations, nuance is not a weakness. It is expected. People understand that there are two sides, sometimes three, sometimes even more. Relationships allow for disagreement without destruction. You can argue, then see each other at the grocery store the next day. You can disagree and still work together. Algorithms are not designed for that. They are designed for division. Relationships are designed for continuity. Another thing algorithms cannot replicate is institutional memory. People have lived here and they know what has been tried before. They know what worked and they know what failed, and that perspective matters. A post might suggest a simple solution. A relationship reveals the complications. That saves time, money, and frustration. Relationships also determine credibility. Locally, credibility is earned slowly. Believe me, I know this. Through consistency, through showing up, through doing what you say you will do. Algorithms can manufacture reach. They cannot manufacture reputation, and reputation still matters here, especially for businesses, nonprofits, and leaders. You can buy visibility. You cannot buy trust. Relationships also help information travel accurately. When something important happens, people do not wait for it to trend. They ask someone they trust, is this true? What's really going on? What does this mean for us? That kind of information flow is faster and more reliable than any feed. It also reduces panic, speculation, and misinformation. That is another quiet advantage of relationship-based communities. This does not mean algorithms have no role. They are tools, and they're useful tools. You know, tools should not replace judgment, however. At the local level, judgment comes from people who know the place, who understand the rhythm of the community, who recognize the difference between a problem and a moment. Relationships provide that judgment. Relationships create opportunity, and most local opportunities do not come from online posts. They come from someone saying, you know, you should talk to this person. That single sentence has launched more local businesses, nonprofits, and projects than any online platform ever will, because opportunity flows through trust, and trust flows through relationships. Yes, algorithms matter, but here at the local level, relationships still win. They always have, and they always will. This holiday season, let Bloomworks Floral light up your home with festive joy. This is a place that understands about relationships. Nestled in the heart of Council Bluffs on the historic 100 block, Bloomworks crafts gorgeous bouquets, wreaths, and centerpieces, perfect for Christmas gatherings, gifts under the tree, or adding a little holiday magic to your space. Order online at ebloomworks.com. Easy delivery in the Council Bluffs, Omaha metro area. From the Bloomworks family to yours, Merry Christmas. May your season bloom bright. If you're looking for a laid-back spot with great food and even better company, and my favorite lunch place, it is the Mile Away, north of Council Bluffs on Old Lincoln Highway. This family-run bar and grill is your go-to for mouth-watering wings. That's what I had just the other day when I stopped out there for lunch. They have unbeatable weekly specials and a welcoming atmosphere that feels like home. And if you go upstairs, they have pool tables, they have darts, they have a very relaxing atmosphere where you can just step in and unwind, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So head north on Old Lincoln Highway, out of Council Bluffs. You'll see the Mile Away off to the left. Stop in, and if you want, tell them Todd sent you. They're not going to give you a discount, but tell them anyway. If you're feeling stuck in uncertainty, conflict, or miscommunication, The Spiral of Accountability by local author Carol Horner is your guide to breaking free from the fog that clouds decision-making and relationships. Are you looking for a Christmas gift for someone that can be hard to buy for? You know, this book can do just that, and you can find it online at Carol's website, spiralofaccountability.com, or you can even pick up a copy on Amazon. Morning Coffee, supported by Bryce Taylor and GLI Insurance Group right here in Southwest Iowa. December is when the holidays kick in. It's also when winter really shows up. You've got dead batteries, icy driveways, all the good stuff. Bryce and his team live right here in the same communities they insure, and they're ready to help make sure your home, car, and family are protected as we head into the heart of winter. GLI Insurance Group, local people, local service, all season long. Well, again, I depend on algorithms. I have to watch these, as you know, that most people are watching this show Facebook or on YouTube or on Instagram, Spotify coming very soon. But Algorithms play a part in that, and I do have to pay attention. But if it wasn't for the relationships that I have built, this business doesn't exist. And that is the key to doing business in a small town. And that's what Council Bluffs is. Council Bluffs is a small town. Yeah, I get it. There's a lot of people here. We act like a small town. And if you can approach it in that way, you will be successful. And I would really love to cheer you on. My name is Todd Studer. Have a great Wednesday.